Alright, let me start off by saying that I'm no doctor. In fact, I'm a school bus driver. I've been driving a bus for the last 15 years, and in those years, I've had my share of the common cold. See these guys? They love to share it with you, and they can be messy about it too. Anyways, I've come up with a sure-proof method throughout the years to stop the common cold in its tracks. So if you have an upcoming party to go to, or an event that you need to be at, and you feel yourself getting down, all you'll need to do is follow these 3 steps and you'll get rid of the cold quick. Let me start off by saying this is not the cure. In fact, there is no cure. And I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just trying to pass on some information that if you can dedicate yourself to, you'll be in good health soon. Step 1. When you start to feel that itch in your throat, you need to rinse out your nasal cavity with warm water and salt. Neti pots work great for this. The salt will kill the bacteria in your throat and in your nose. The warm water will soothe. Don't be afraid to do this a couple times, morning, noon, and night. Step 2. You need to sweat. 2 times a day at least. In the morning, do at least 15 minutes worth of cardio. There's a lot of debate whether the cold is a living virus. It is. Heating yourself up simulates a fever, and what a fever does is kill a virus. So every morning, do some exercise, and every night, take a hot bath. Just no more than 15 minutes. Step 3, and this is the hardest one of all. Don't eat anything. That means nothing good for you, nothing bad for you, no snacks, not even one of these. Do this for the next 36 hours. That's a day and a half. Don't click off yet. I know it sounds crazy, but let me tell you, I've been doing this for years. Let me tell you how I discovered it. I was scheduled to get a colonoscopy. I was 2 days away, and I started to get a cold. And I was a little nervous because all I was allowed to drink was clear fluids, coffee without milk, tea without sugar. I was actually a little nervous that without nutrition, I would end up getting sicker. Just the opposite happened. By the time my appointment came around, I was 100% better. I started to do a little research as to why this happened, and this is what I found out. Every living thing has a lifespan. Some are longer than others. The common cold virus, its lifespan is 10 days. If it doesn't receive nutrition, just like everything else, it dies quickly. I realize not eating for 36 hours is a huge sacrifice, but I promise you, you won't die from it. Step 3. Don't eat dairy. Dairy is a playground for the growth of mucus, and mucus is how the cold virus spreads. I stopped eating dairy years ago, and that's when I realized my colds weren't as bad anymore. Every time I blew my nose or coughed, it came out clear. So here's bonus tip number 1. Stop eating dairy. At least for the next 10 days. That way, you'll keep everything flowing nice and smooth. Bonus tip number 2. Take 81 milligrams of aspirin every day. A low dosage of aspirin will thin your blood. This helps smooth the virus out quickly. And bonus tip number 3, try not to take over-the-counter medication. If you absolutely need to, take a nighttime cold medicine to help you sleep. But cold medicines suppress the virus. Just keep it in your system longer, so stay away from the daytime stuff. Again, I'm no doctor. I'm just a guy who likes to take care of himself. And I've learned over the years how to do it. Now I'd like to just pass that knowledge on to you. I'd love to hear your feedback, so go ahead and leave a comment. And if you appreciate videos like this, go ahead and subscribe.